home for my boy's bachelor party, and he told me I could stay with him that night, but he got so drunk that I couldn't get in contact with him.
Yep.
So I was sitting in my car 3-something in the morning. I had nowhere to go. I'm texting everybody to see if I'm calling everybody to see if they're awake. A girl I used to talk to before, she answered the phone. I said, can I please come spend the night at your house, please? And it happened that night. I left the next day. I didn't talk to her until 3 months later when she was like, hey, you have me pregnant and I'm not having an abortion. And then I became suicidal.
Really?
Yes. I never told anybody this.
Ever?
I've never told anybody this, ever. I don't know how that shit just spilled out my mouth like that. Those fucking eyes of yours over there make me feel like I can trust you. This is some bullshit.
I know.
These fucking eyes over here. I'm like trapped in these beautiful ass eyes and it's got fluffy ass hair. And I'm like, you can trust me. And I'm like, why the fuck am I telling them all that shit?
Don't you deflect with comedy. That's my thing.
This is some bullshit right now.
No, thank you for trusting me. But that's crazy. It made you suicidal.
Yeah, because
you're filled with so much life.
I know, but what I thought is because I had all these dreams and aspirations for myself. I told you, I've been wanting to be the best actor/rapper in the world my entire life. Like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is my hero. He's my everything. This is my main person in the entire world over any. No one else is even close in my love but him, right? And so I wanted to like reach his type of. I wanted to do for other people what he did for me.
Got it.
Right? And so because of that, I thought all of that was gone now. Because I'm in college. Now I'm about to have a second kid. I just found out about the first one. I don't got no money. I want to leave and go to California when I leave here and become like this great actor. Yeah. And I'm stuck with 2 kids. What? Like, I contemplated like ending it. And it was bad. Crazy. It was bad for a second. And then, I think a lot of young people deal with the thoughts of that during different times. Because that wasn't the first time. It happened one time before when I was probably like 15 or something. Something tragic happened to me. And I actually tried to, and my brother stopped me. So that was the second time. Huh?
It's deep, Paige. That's real deep. Is there, let me ask you this, is there something to be said about the bleakness and the loneliness and helplessness you were feeling in that time and the actual reality of the situation, which now you see probably in hindsight that you could still do these things and still become great, even though at the time it didn't seem even remotely possible? Like
at the time,
like were you right or wrong, or what did you learn about coming out of that experience of being at what you probably perceived as rock bottom?
Well, at the time, I thought that it was like a wrap. I thought everything was done, And what happens is life happens, and then this burden is only a burden for the time that it's a burden, and then it becomes a blessing. Yep. And so now I have 2 fully grown, amazing people that I made that are mine to go and share my and their love to the world. And so that's why it's, it's looked at differently.
But how did you get out of that dark mindset? Because now because I'm asking, now you see that. Yeah. Now you see that
then.
And a lot of people don't. A lot of people are living in that space permanently. And so is there any sort of advice to anyone who is there right now that hoping that they can trust that their life will become better, or maybe that they're at their lowest time, it will fuel them to reach their highest point in life?
This is going to sound cliche, but it is the truth for me. Like, I've always walked with God personally. I don't go to church or do any of that, but I've always had a personal relationship with him. And so anytime anything happens or whatever, like I always like went to him for that. Because look, you gotta remember, I'm a kid from Detroit who my dad died when I was 16 years old. I was living with my dad. So that means my dad dies, I'm alone. I go to high school alone. I finish high school. I go to college on my own. I do everything by myself, no help, nothing. I'm just alone, except for God. Like God, like brings me along with him, like because he has this that's why I know that I'm destined for, because he's told me, you know what I'm saying? And so that's the only place that I could go to was through him. So I just pray about it, and then life just continued to go. Like he took those urges away from me, and then I just continued on in my life.
Wow. And it sounds like, so you're not religious per se, or would you identify as Christian or Catholic?
I think I probably identify as Christian, but I'm not like religious in the sense, like I'm not like,
but you pray,
I wouldn't like tell you Bible verses, and I'm not like that. I'm not about to, you know, but I have a personal relationship with him. I do pray every night. I'm very close with him in that sense.
So I have to ask you, because you are this like just beaming ball of energy and light now. Is that true to you? Is that who you are? Are you deflecting with comedy in any way, or is there any sort of baggage that you've carried from your past to this day?
I think it's natural for me to be that big ball of energy, but I think it also comes from a place of wanting to be liked and accepted. Remember I told you earlier, like I just need the yes. Yeah. And so I want people to like me. And I know that's the way you get them to like you, is to make them laugh. And and so I think I have that, because when I'm at home, like when I had I was in a relationship for 6 years, and you know, people, when we go out, they always say to her, "Oh my God, you must be just nonstop laughing. You're with Paige every day." And she's like, "No, it's not like this at home. Because at home, I'm just regular. I don't have to put on a show. I can just relax. It takes a lot of energy and effort to make people happy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so at home, I don't feel the need to have to do that.
You don't feel like you have to perform.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, but I don't know. I come from a lot of baggage. There was a lot of tragic things.